Another day, another Space Communicator. Welcome to the International Astronautical Congress here in Milan and Italy, and I am honored to have with me another very professional space communicator. Alexandra, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, happily so. My name is Alexandra Sokolowski, and I'm a strategic marketing consultant in the space sector.
So, a communicator, but from a strategic level. Tell us a little bit about what that means.
Yeah, absolutely. I see that very often that companies, especially these days in the space sector, they're scaling up. They have these beautiful business plans and they have business objectives where they want to be in like 3 to 5 years. And sometimes they forget what to do with marketing, what that means in terms of resources and channel selection and finding the right people. How many people will they need? And no offense, but a lot of people are maybe by education engineers and they don't really know how much work can go into communication. This is where I come in.
And the relevance of it. So, so,
Yeah.
so do you find that you often have to make the case for marketing and communication in space companies?
Absolutely. I like to compare it a little bit to buying a car. So sometimes when, I don't know, maybe you also have already bought a car or have recently bought a car. And when you think about which brands come to your mind, these are the ones that are top of mind. And this is not a coincidence. It's because these people have been doing marketing. And this moment, when you need a car, you're going to be thinking of them. And this is the same that we do in space, that we are in a B2B environment and we want to be top of mind. And that means we need to start doing marketing today for the moment when you get this invitation to tender in 6 to 18 months. You want to be top of mind.
Exactly, and that's what it's all about. Is the essence of marketing is letting your audience, your potential customers, know that you exist in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, they might not even need to know all the details of your fact sheet. They just need to know that you exist, what you approximately do, what you stand for, whether you're fun to work with, maybe have a little bit of like a visual identity to recognize you easily, things like that. And that little drops of that over the next 6 to 18 months. And when push comes to shove, that moment they actually want something from you, they'll think of you.
Exactly. So, what does that mean in practice? What does your day look like if you work with a customer?
So the day is very intense. It's usually split into different sessions. So we do a lot of market assessment. We go through strategy documents. We do workshops. I ask a lot of hard questions. We talk a lot. We discuss a lot. We make decisions. And then ultimately, we also make plans, like really hardcore plans. We say this is what you need to do. So we're talking also about like spreadsheets and content plans and how to do things, the nitty-gritty detail, doing your research and putting in the discipline.
Okay, and then you have a plan. Do you then continue? Do you also take part in the execution? Do you do the creative stuff of marketing and communication as well?
To some extent, yes. So I help with the initial implementation, and my goal is typically that I want to hand over at operations. So I want to make sure that the companies are able to fly themselves. I'm not saying I'm not willing to like get my hands dirty myself. Of course, I can do that too. But I really want to be more in the like strategy part and the initial implementation, and like the regular operations of communication and regular outreach. I leave that to people who are like quick and fast and on the job, and who want to like have that steady, communication job.
Exactly, but it's important that you do both.
Absolutely.
And organizations, especially in the space industry, tend to forget that sometimes, that communication is a strategic instrument. It is part of your strategy. It is an instrument to reach your corporate objectives. So you fill in that first bit that is so often overlooked. Often companies jump into, I don't know, using social media, making videos, making stuff without the strategic part. And then it doesn't work.
Exactly, and you also want to know why does your company have an Instagram account and what do you want to do with it, and not just create one and say what do we do now.
Well, exactly. So communication is strategic and you help them develop that strategy.
Absolutely, that's what I do.
Cool. You do that under your own company?
That's my own company.
Tell us about it.
Well, I'm a freelance consultant. The name of my company is Crunch and Hunting, and since I get the question a lot, The name has nothing to do with space. I dreamt it in a dream 20 years ago, and I decided then 20 years later that this is the name of my company.
Follow your dreams. You're a
Follow
perfect
your dreams,
example.
exactly.
Even if it's the name of your company.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Alexandra, for introducing us to the relevance of strategic communication. Of strategic comes before communication.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your interview. Bye-bye, everyone.